It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a battle, a big battle. It's Brewdog versus Beavertown, and it's their coffee and cigarettes. It's a 12.1% ABV, dark espresso-like beer. Do you know, they've not put anywhere on the label, not that I can see anyway, it might be in the small print on the back, a particular style. So I'll guess the style. Yeah, there's the bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. Using my Brewdog glass. I'm a big fan of both breweries. It's a barrel-aged, definitely a barrel-aged beer. I think it's been in a barrel about 9-10 months. Jet black beer. As black as your ex-wife's heart, yeah? Or as cold, that's the word, isn't it? As cold as your ex-wife's heart, not as black. But we'll pinch it and say black. The carbonation, the head of the beer is dissipated quite quickly. For the 12.1% ABV beer, I'm not totally surprised by that. Nice levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, definitely. Get that barrel agedness from the beer. It's a little bit oaky. It's very peated and smoky, as the name suggests, yeah? Coffee and cigarettes. Maybe a rum barrel. Maybe a peated, smoked whiskey barrel. Let's dive in. Cheers. I'll take a wild stab at this. It's a peat smoked whiskey barrel aged Imperial Stout. That's exactly what that is. Wow. I really like that peaty, smoky, warming flavour on this beer. It slightly reminds me of a German Rauch beer, you know. It's got that kind of green malt that they smoke. It's just got that all about it. I mean, and then there's the peat, the whiskey and the peatiness, the big bold smokiness that comes from the beer. It's not just dominated by that. There's lots of vanilla coming through, there's lots of chocolate, coffee, caramel flavours. And it's a remarkably drinkable Imperial Stout. It's not too big and bold. The mouthfeel is not crazy thick and bold and like that big medium mouthfeel. It's in fact quite the opposite. And I gotta be honest, I find that from barrel-aged Imperial Stouts. Some can be big and bold and fat and big in the mouthfeel. Some can be very thin. This is not very thin, but it is on the thin side. It's very good. It's very good. I'm not rushing it, but I suppose I'm rushing it in a review sense, in the fact that sip after sip after sip after sip, I'm doing that to obviously describe flavours to you. But if I wasn't reviewing it, if I walked away from this camera now and just sat in the living room over there, I would just put this down and I would pick it up and smell it and caress it and maybe have a small sip and then put it back down again, and I would take an hour or an hour and a half, you know, to enjoy this beer. I'm not, well, I'm giving it justice because I'm kind of reviewing it for you guys, but what I'm trying to say is unlike an IPA that's big and fat and juicy and it's crying to be drank, you know, it's screaming at you to get into that juiciness. This is more of a complex beer. The peated smoke, the whiskey, the chocolate coffee caramel, just the wonderful flavours coming through. The vanilla, it just wants you to kind of just caress it and drink it a lot slower than I have been. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is that, let me see if I can find any. There's always so much stuff on the Brewdog bottles to find and read out. Yeah, I picked it out completely. It's coconut, vanilla and raisin. Absolutely, absolutely. Right, if this camera will focus on that. There we go. Please pause the video right now and have a read if you want to. I'm not going to read all of that. It's too much for me at this time of night. If you want to subscribe to our daily beer reviews, we'd really like that. Thank you very much. Your support is very helpful with our reviews on YouTube. We've had a fantastic year. We've had a fantastic 7 years really. We've hit 3.3, nearly 3.4 million views on YouTube. We're being viewed over 100,000 times a month now, which is absolutely fantastic. And I want to say a big thank you to you guys for tuning in and watching and enjoying the videos, and all the comments and likes and everything else that comes my way is great. Yeah, so all that's left to do is to rate it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.